All right, Baker Hornets fans, we're right, folks. Game's about to get started here. Got our plate meeting between umpires and head coaches. Head coach for your JV Baker Hornets is Coach Williams. Going over general rules and ground rules for the field. So we're about 5 minutes out. All right, folks, we're going to switch camera views here, so it's going to go off and then.
Rockets swinging, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land of the free and the home of the brave. All right, sorry, I forgot to mute that while I was singing along with Star Spangled Banner, but I think we're ready to go here and trying to get this done right. All right, good evening, folks. Game one of the doubleheader here at Mary Montgomery on February 29th, 2024. Baker Hornets JV is home. Apologize if we got some moss on the netting. We're doing our best to keep it off. Not sure if I'm doing a good job or not, but let's see what I can do if I can. All right, leading off for the Baker Hornets is number 4, Yadiel Oriano, playing center field. Number 2 hole, number 8, Caden Horton at shortstop. Batting 3, number 17, the pitcher, Lucas Lalaberte. Batting 4, number 20, J.R. Golden at first base. Batting number 5, number 21, Zane Mizell at third base. Catching tonight at number 6, number 25, Carter Smith. In right field, number 22, Aiden Jackson. In the 8 hole, the left fielder, number 0, Gabe Amick. And at second base, the number 9 hole hitter, Caden Zoltek, who's wearing number 5 tonight. So we'll do our best here to try to keep this out of your view. And not real sure where I'm at on that yet, but I'm working at it. So hopefully we'll keep a good video tonight and be able to call a good game for you guys. Stepping to the plate now, number 4, Yadiel Oriano, the center fielder. Second pitch is high, ball 2. Check, check. High, ball 2. Ball 4. All right. Just checking we're good to go now. So coming up to bat now, number 8, Caden Horton. Horton's playing shortstop tonight. The pitcher steps off and throws to first. Went for a bunt there. Horton missed. He rarely misses, but he was running. A little more than sacrifice. Strike 1 here on Horton. Pitching is Gray. The backstop is McCrory. First base is McLaurin. Chase is at second. Smith at short. Bearden at third. Moye in left. Gandy in center. And Drame in right. All right, second pitch is fouled off. Counts now 0-2 to Caden Horton. Gray comes set. The 0-2 delivery. Hit on the ground to right. Through the 4 hole there. Got a single for KK Horton. Moving Yadiel Oriano into second base there on 0-2. That's going to bring up number 17, Lucas Lalaberte. Lalaberte digs in as Gray gets his sign. He comes set. He checks Yadi at second 3 times now and comes to the plate. First pitch called strike. Lalaberte gets back in the box here. Gray comes set here. The 0-1 pitch. A little low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gray comes set. 1-1 delivery. Called strike. Upper part of his zone, but was belt high, called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Lalaberte. Gray comes set. He's checking the runner at second there. Delivers outside in the dirt. 2-2. Counts now even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs right now, top of the first. That pitch is high and in for ball 3. All right, count's full. Greg gets a sign from McCrory and comes to the plate. Swing and a miss outside. Would have been ball 4, but it's hard to call with that strike call he had earlier on him in the bat. 1 out now for Baker. Stepping to the plate now is number 20, J.R. Golden. Man, at first and second is the top 2 batters for Baker JV here. Oriano at second and Horton at first. Golden, the 4-hole hitter, gets the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. One ball, no strikes here. Gray on the delivery. Swing and a miss. Fastball at the eyes. Came in looking like a watermelon. Golden took a hack at it. 1 ball, 1 strike to Golden here with man on first and second. He asks for time. The umpire grants him time. He steps out, gets himself some practice swings, and digs back in. Umpire puts the ball in play. Gray gets a sign and comes set. Checks Yachty at second once, goes back a second time and a third time. Comes to the plate on the 1-1. Comes high again. Ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike here. Gray comes set in the dirt. Three-one count here to the 4-hole hitter. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch in the dirt. Low, ball 4. Bases are now loaded here for the Baker Hornets JV. That's going to bring up to the plate number 21, Zane Mizell. And that's going to call timeout here, and the pitching coach is going to come out and kind of settle down Gray. Right behind you. There's a Gray's at 18 pitches. He's thrown 7 for strikes so far. Only faced 4 batters. He's got 1 out. Bases are loaded with 1 out here as Mizell gets in the box here. Timeout is over, and coach is walking off the field. And everybody taking back to their spots. First game of 2 today. The second one will start at the conclusion of this one. Probably give the umpires 20 minutes to get situated. All right, great. Immediately as the play's called. Fisted 1-2 on the put out there. Fielder's choice by Mizell. First pitch high and in, and Mizell hits it off his knuckles back to the pitcher. Gray fields it cleanly and throws home. It's going to bring up number 25, Carter Smith. Bases remain loaded with 2 outs. Baker's trying to cook on 2. That first pitch is in the dirt. There's a short backstop here at Mary Montgomery. Not a lot of Got to be on the pass ball here if you're going to try to score. Horton does have the speed too. The 1-0. High. Horton does come and does make it, and everybody else advances. That puts Baker up 1-0 in the top of the first with 2 outs. 2 balls, no strikes. First pitch bounced in, second pitch off the catcher's glove, and the umpire's mask allows Horton to sneak across the plate. Now you got Golden at third, who's not fleet of foot. It'll take the ball to get off the umpire's mask and down the line about 100 yards before he can score. But it could happen. You never know. Man on second and third. Golden at third, Mizell at second. Smith digs back in 2-0. Ball outside. That's the pitch that Laliberte saw. Could have been ball 4, but umpire did call a questionable one outside on him on strike 1. So 3 balls, no strikes. Expect to take here for Smith. Called strike. He is calling from the letters to the belly, so letters does seem to be the top of the strike zone tonight. 3-1 for Smith. Greg gets a sign and delivers. Ball 4. Ball 4. That'll load the bases back up. That should bring a courtesy runner for the catcher. Courtesy for the catcher. Would expect Connor Cunningham to come out, number 18. Ethan Wheat will be the courtesy runner today, number 12. Bases are now loaded again, and that brings up number 22, Aiden Jackson. Playing right field tonight is Jackson. Greg going from the windup gets his call from McCrory, and he comes to the plate. First pitch called strike. Real good pitch. Wouldn't necessarily be looking on the first pitch. Got bases loaded with 2 outs. 0-1 high. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Gray comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here for Gray. Working on the number 7 hitter, Aiden Jackson. High and away. Ball 2, even it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 in the top half of the inning. Baker had a lot of base runners, but left them mostly stranded. 1 run across on a pass ball. Catcher didn't hold on to it off the umpire's mask, and we moving into the bottom of the inning. Due up for Mary Montgomery is the center fielder Gandy, left fielder Moye, and the pitcher Gray. 1, 2, 3. We'll take a break here while we are waiting for the kids to warm up. All right, we're back. Jeremy Gandy, the center fielder, is leading off here. Lala Berte gets his sign and comes to the plate. See, it's ball one. If we catch that pitch, it might be called strike based on what I've been seeing. That one's high. 1-1's the count. Lala Berte gets his sign. I'm sorry, it was 2-0. 3 balls now for Lala Berte. Gets a sign from Carter Smith, and Lala Berte comes on at 3-0. He's only got one pitch he can make, and that's it. Called strike. Three balls, one strike. Got a hitter's pitch here for the batter. Lala Berte starts his motion and comes. That was getting called strike in the top half. That's a little bit shorter of a batter, though.
Up next from GM number 4, Jacoby.
Don't know if you guys can hear the announcer or not. I am right below him. Bringing up the number 2 hole hitter, number 4, Jacoby Moy, in the left fielder. So we've got Gandy at first base on a walk. Pretty quick. He's got a great lead for a base stealer. I'd expect a motion the first here. Lala Berte doesn't. Ball one. And he looks like he's about to go here. Lala Berte does make a move. He is back safely. And Lala Berte gets a sign back from Carter Smith. Comes set. Ball's fouled into the leg of Moy. 1-1 is now the count. One ball, one strike here. Lala Berte comes set after checking the runner. Quick step, breaking ball. Calls a ball. Started it on the outside part of the plate and it broke away, so didn't get Moy to bite at it. Counts now 2-1. Coach at third is going through a plethora of signs. Moy digs back in the box here, 2-1. I'm expecting Gandy to take off here. Maybe a hit and run. Nope. Even it up 2-2, swing and a miss there on Moy. Two balls, two strikes here. Lala Berte comes set. Gandy just gets a lead. Line drive to center. Caught. And he's thrown away. Gandy took off on the hit and was an easy double play ball. Horton rushed the throw. Horton had him easy. He rushed the throw a little bit going to first on the doubled up ball because Gandy was on a sprint on the hit and threw the ball into the dugout, which allowed Gandy to go to second base after all. First pitch called strike on a breaking ball to the number 3 hole hitter, Gray. Number 24, the pitcher. Laliberte comes set of the 0-1. Gandy's got a short lead. Gray asked for time and is granted time. The 0-1 pitch from Laliberte is a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes here to Gray. Laliberte comes set, checks the runner once, twice, and delivers. Breaking ball. Gray drives to right field. It's going to drop in play. Throw home. Golden kills it. Got a first and third situation here. You have 1 out. That was Moyer. Gray just hit a single into right field, and Gandy takes off to left. Aiden Jackson comes up and fields it, but didn't have a chance of catching it in the air. Got a courtesy runner for the pitcher. Brings up number 12, Gabe Allen, the DH. First baseman's gonna. That's a hard hit into the 5-hole. Amick fields it cleanly, and Allen drives in the first run of the game and tying run for the Vikings. 1-1 now. Braden McCrory, the catcher, is stepping to the plate. Number 2. Man on first and on second now. Now we got a force again. Attempted bunt. He pushes it to first. Golden fields it, and no one's there. Zoltek was supposed to cover on the bunt and was late. And the sacrifice attempt turns into an infield single. Courtesy runner for the catcher, number 3. Bases are now loaded for the Vikings. Looking to do some damage here. Only 1 out for the Vikings with bases loaded. And that brings up the 6-hole hitter, number 5, A. Drami. Alex Drami, the right fielder. Aliberte digs in and delivers. Breaking ball called strike. Aliberte comes set on the 0-1, and the pitch, another breaking ball, another strike. So we've come curveball here, or slider, not sure which he's throwing. It's kind of a tight turn, maybe a slider. The 0-2 is another one, swing and a miss for strike 3. That is the second out of the half inning for Mayor Montgomery. It's going to bring number 19, the third baseman, Jackson Bearden, to the plate. The 7-hole hitter. Swing and a miss for Bearden. Aliberte dialed up a high fastball in the zone, top of the zone there that Bearden couldn't lay off. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Oh, 2 now. Aliberte to Bearden. Through the curve. Called it outside. I would have liked a high inside fastball. He was swinging at him, but 0-2. Bases are loaded. Tie game 1-1. Aliberte 1-2. Fastball fouled out over the backstop. Still 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Scoreboard a little off there on the 0-2. Now it's 1-2. Showing it correctly. The 1-2 pitch to Lalaberte popped up in foul territory. Mizell's got a play on it. He does not. It is out of play. Hits directly on top of the dugout for MGM. And that's where we're at. There are 2 outs. Vikings are trying to cook here with 2. Got the 7-hole hitter up, Bearden, on 1-2 here. Lalaberte gets his sign from Smith, comes set from the stretch, and delivers breaking ball that Bearden cannot handle. Strike 3 in the inning. Tie score 1-1. After 1 full inning, your stat lines look like 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error for Baker, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Vikings. Going into the top of the second inning, you've got Amick, Zoltek, and Oriano. All right, stepping back in here, number 0, Gabe Amick. First pitch fouled off over the first base side of the field, or third base side of the field. That's 1. The 0-1 was a little low, but umpire liked it, called it a strike. Zones hasn't been exactly the same both sides of the pitching there. He said no swing. He said no swing. He said no swing. Okay. I misunderstood the umpire there. He called a swing on him, which wasn't a swing. but he called it. And drop third strike, 2-3 put out. Bring up the bat now, number 5, Caden Zoltek. First pitch called strike. Second pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. The 0-2 delivery hits him. Base runner now with 1 out. Top of the order coming up. Number 4, Yadiel Oriano. Zoltek gets his lead there at first, a modest lead. Gray steps off and throws over. Zoltek in safely. Yadiel digs back in from the left-hand side of the plate. Gray comes set from the stretch, checks the runner twice, and comes to plate. Is a bunt to third baseman. Yadiel's got a good wheels, but the sacrifice bunt worked, and he is out at first base. So that'll bring up great play by the third baseman there, Bearden, coming in on the run. That brings up number 8, Caden Horton. Bearden's still up a little bit, so it did move the runner over. We got a man in scoring position now, and Horton had a single in the 4-hole. First pitch to Horton, bounces in for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Gray comes set and delivers. Horton hits a ball. No play on Horton at first base. And Zoltek gets back to third. Shortstop didn't have a play at first. Throws to third as Zoltek dives back in, and he's safe at third. First and third now here. I would expect Horton to take off on the first pitch. Bringing up to bat number 17, Lucas Lalaberte. Lalaberte digs in here as Gray comes set. Horton took off and stole before Gray did anything. Gray stepped off and Horton still stole. So that tells you what kind of speed Horton's got. Now we got 2 in scoring position. We do have 2 outs. So Baker cooking a little bit here with 2, but we got to get a hit to get him in. That ball was low. Lalaberte hits the ball down the first base line, but foul. That would have scored 2 if it had got by first baseman, who is playing the line a little bit. The 1-1 delivery from Gray outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Gray from the windup. The 2-1 delivery is hit hard on the ground. Nice Sunday hop to the first baseman, who is McLaughlin, and that will end the inning there, leaving 2 runners stranded. That's 5 left on base in 2 innings here for the Baker Hornets. We'll be right back after this. All right, welcome back. Coming to the plate now, bringing up number 18, the first baseman, Jacob McLaughlin. First pitch called strike. It's a good way to start. Best pitch in baseball, strike one. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Strike two to the 8 hole. This bottom of the lineup doesn't seem to be able to handle a fastball. Got dad and grandpa here saying, "What's okay?" But I'd come right back hot. And he did. He fouled it off. Still 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. Valverde to the plate. That was a breaking ball. And he called the swing for strike 3. 1 out for the Hornets. If you're just joining, score is 1-1. We are in the bottom of the second inning. That brings up number 11, the shortstop, Colin Smith. Carlos Smith. Sorry, I said Colin. First pitch, ball. One ball, no strikes. Ball high and struck well into center field for a single by Carlos Smith, number 11. It brings up the leadoff man, number 1, Jeremy Gundy. You got Mizell playing up, Golden holding Smith at first. Should be a third base charge here. Of course, they could bunt the ball hard to first. Should be a pitcher's coverage on first base, though. But first pitch to Gundy, or Gandy. Curveball, call strike. No balls, 1 strike. There goes the runner. Curveball, Smith can't handle. Smith goes from first to third on the pass ball. Smith tried to pick it and didn't quite get it. Bounced back to the backstop, allowed Smith not to hesitate around second. High throw to third, and Smith slides in safe. It brings up the leadoff man again. We're at 1-1 now. Ball hit up hard to Zoltek at second, who boots it, and then Jackson boots it. So Gandy is safe at first base on an E4. There is 1 out. That is a second run to score for the Vikings. They now take the lead here in the bottom of the second, 2-1. Gandy at first. He's got a great lead here. Pretty quick. He goes. Ball's in the dirt. Blocked and killed, but no chance of Gandy going to second base. Ball 1 and a stolen base. The 1-0 pitch. Curveball inside. I got hand warmers in my door of my truck that are electronic if you want to go get them. What about the redheads? All right, 2-0 is the count now. Little inside move there by Lala Berthe to get Gandy to go back to second. He does. That's the first time I've heard an umpire get the dugout to stop being obnoxious. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0. Curveball, swing and a miss. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lala Berthe dealing. Checking Gandy at second. Horton's working him. Lala Berthe to the plate. Fastball in. Gandy takes off the third, thinking he's going to get by, and Smith throws it into left field, allowing Gandy to score the third run of the game for Mary Montgomery. Three balls, 1 strike. There's no men on base now. Play will be at first. There's 1 out in the inning. Foul tip, strike 2. That's Lala Berthe's third run allowed. That should not be an earned run. And the 3-2 pitch outside called strike 3. Second out of the inning. That's going to bring up to bat number 24, Christian Gray. Off speed stays high for ball 1 to the 3-hole hitter. Gray digs back in, and Lala Berthe's working from the windup now with no one on base. Now 2 outs. 1-0. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes here. Lala Berthe deals to Gray the 2-0 pitch. Fouled it off. Over home plate, not a play. 2-1's the count now. Two balls, 1 strike. Lala Berthe on the delivery. Up the middle. Horton gets in front of Zoltek. Neither one of them can come up with the ball. And Gray should get on with what should be considered an infield single. And that's going to bring up number 12, Grady Allen. Little USA helicopter landing action, it looks like, going into right field. Pausing a little bit. Hope and pray whoever they're landing for is okay. Oh, I see. They're just returning home. First pitch is a curveball outside. They're stationed out here, so glad to hear that. That makes me a little more comfortable about them landing rather than it being some sort of wreck out here in Sims. 1-0 pitch here. Gray at first base. Fastball outside called strike. One ball, 1 strike here to Allen. Curveball called strike 2. Great pitch. Started over the middle of the plate, crossed on the corner, Good call. 1-2. Breaking ball. Same pitch. Runner kind of messed that one up. He stole second base. Now it's 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Another curve ball. This time front door and does not get back over the plate. That second ball looks like the exact same pitch. It's all about perspective for the umpire, though. The catcher started standing up to throw down and takes the pitch away from the batter when we do that. So it's a little harder on the umpire when the catcher moves. No fault to Carter. He had a runner. Fastball outside, strike three in the inning. Leading off for the Hornets, Golden, Mizell, and then Carter Smith. We'll be back after this break. All right. Digging in, number 20, the number full hitter, first baseman, J.R. Golden. Gray manicuring the mound a little bit, getting ready to pitch from the windup. First pitch to Golden is low, ball one. Golden's first plate appearance was a 5-pitch walk, 1-0 delivery. Outside, ball two. 2-0. Golden's got to be looking for his pitch here, something he can drive. And there it is. Hard hit to the shortstop. Shortstop fields it cleanly. Comes up throwing away. Golden reaches on an error. He takes off to second base on the throw and will end up at second base on the same error. All right, they puts the leadoff man at second base with no outs and bringing up the bat number 5 hole hitter, the third baseman, Zane Mizell. First pitch low. A 1-0 down the middle for strike one. 1-1. Up high, fouled off. Out of play over home plate there. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Gray has shown a nice little breaking ball. Mizell's a pretty good hitter there, so if we see it, we drive it into right. That should put Golden at least at third, if not score him. Scores 3-1 Vikings. Foul tip, strike 3. Bringing up to the plate now, number 25, the 6-hole hitter, Carter Smith, the catcher. Gray comes set and delivers to Smith, who fouls it off his hip. One out here in the top of the third inning. 1 strike here, man on second base. Smith takes a strike. Pretty low. At the knees, though. No balls, 2 strikes. Bunt is out of the question at this point, unless it's a swinging one. But 0-2 pitch, I'd say Gray's going with his breaker. He does not. He comes back lower on a fastball for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Gray comes set. Smith hits the ball foul out of play over the first base dugout. It's still 1-2. Battling up here. Just needs to stick with it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Golden at second. Breaking ball outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two delivery from Gray in the dirt. Ball 3. Smith's first plate appearance was also a base on balls, a full count base on balls. We're right back here with 6 pitches already in this at bat. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and a foul ball. The 3-2 delivery. Swing and a miss for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up number 22, Aiden Jackson. Jackson's ball hit hard right back up the middle off the pitcher. Gray comes to get it and is able to come get the play after taking a ball hard off his chest. And that'll end the inning with no runs across here. 1 run for Baker, 3 hits, 2 errors, and that is the first out of the inning. Aiden came all the way in from the outfield, right to the edge of the dirt, and called off our second baseman for the catch. And then that's going to bring up the bat number 5, Alex Drain, who's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. It'd be good to repeat that here. The next 3 batters have strikeouts. So first pitch is outside, ball 1. The 1-0 fouled off over the first base dugout. 1-1 is now the count. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out as Lalaberte starts his delivery. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Valverde starts this 1-2 windup. Fouled it off. Smith couldn't hold on to it. Still 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball. Front side. Didn't quite get back. A little up. Ball 2. Counts even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the 2-2 delivery is fastball down middle plate for strike 3. That's 2 outs now for the Hornets on defense in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bearden is stepping to the plate. His first plate appearance resulted in a strikeout. Lucas is now thrown 2 2/3 innings. That first pitch of the bat is fouled off out of play down the right field line. Lucas Laliberte has thrown 2 innings and 2/3 of an inning. He's given up 5 hits, 3 runs. Only 2 should be earned. 1 walk and struck out 6. Thrown 56 pitches for 37 strikes. And there's a second pitch and a single up the middle by Bearden, the catcher. That's going to bring up. Sorry about that. That's going to bring up the first baseman, number 18, Jacob McLaughlin. McLaughlin went down on strikes as well in his at bat. First pitch of McLaughlin is called strike on the outside part of the plate. That's a pitch I didn't feel like we've been getting all day, but I am wrong. The umpire has been fair both sides. Carter framed that one up real nice. And Bearden at first took a good shuffle lead there. 0-1. Ooh. 1-1 is the count. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. There is a runner at first base. Laliberte takes a look at him. He's got a modest lead, nothing great. Comes to the plate. Ball's popped up. And it's just out of play behind home plate. Striking the visitor stands, but not anybody. That was a good, clean miss. Still 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Laliberte checks the runner at first before he comes set. And the 1-2 is a breaking ball. Would have been a strike if we'd have caught it, but it's 2-2 is the count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fouled it off. Sixth pitch of the at bat. Got 2 foul balls with 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 additional foul ball strikes, but there's still only 2 strikes here. So Laliberte doing the work here, throwing strikes. Just got to get one by him. There's a ball into right field. Jackson's coming in. Zoltek goes out and snags it for out number 3. That'll end the innings with the man stranded at first base. Going into the top of the 4th inning, we have coming to the plate Amick, Zoltek, Oriano. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Baker Hornets baseball here. Leading off here in the top of the fourth innings, number 0, Gabe Amick. We might see if she wants to sit back here. I don't know. First pitch fouled off down the third base line. She's behind the wall over here to the right. No, standing. Second pitch is fouled off to the left-hand side over the third base dugout. 0-2 is the count. He's not recording. She's standing right over there. 0-2. Foul. Oh, swung on and missed. Strike 3. You got to go past the wall. All right, coming to the plate now is number 5, Caden Zoltek. Zoltek's first pitch swing and a miss. Big cut. Big daddy hack there from Zoltek. The 0-1 from Gray is in the dirt for the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike. She just waved at it. 2 balls, 1 strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three one. Ball 4. Zoltek was hit by pitch his first plate appearance and takes a base on ball his second plate appearance. That brings us to number 4, the top of the order here. Number 4, Yadiel Oriano. Yes. Pickoff move to Zoltek at first base, back in safely. Yadiel digs back in here. Gray checks Zoltek at first. Zoltek just got a modest lead, nothing big. Comes to the plate, ball high. One ball, no strikes here to Yadiel Oriano. Oriano is 0 for 1 officially with a base on balls as his second plate appearance. Actually, with base on balls was his first plate appearance, and that should have been a sacrifice bunt, I believe. So for his 0 for 1, but shouldn't have counted. But we're 2-0 here. He swings on a ball, hits it in the center. Center fielder does not come up with it. Oriano is at second. Horton or Zoltek is going around third, and Oriano Yadiel just in the park home run. How about that? Hit a ball to center. He dove for it. He got by to the wall, and he rounds the bases. I would too. Not a little league or nothing. He dove for the ball, made an honest try out of that there, and it went to the wall. And Yachty turned on the wheels. That ties the game up 3-3, and brings up the second hole hitter, Caden Horton, number 8, with 1 out here at the top of the 4th. Top of the 4th. First is in. It's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Swing on a miss. That was a low pitch. Horton is showing 2 for 2 in our book right now. 2-1, fouled off. Straight to the backstop. Like it's wanting to come out. He called that a swinging strike 3. He called 2 lefties that hadn't swung on strike 3. He's missed both those check swings. That brings up the second out, and now we got number 3 hole hitter Lucas Lalaberte. Ball outside. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1 is the count now. Greg gets a sign for the windup and starts his windup. 1-1. Chopper over the pitcher's head. Shortstop comes in, feels it on the run, does Smith, and makes an easy throw to first base to end the inning. But not before the Hornets can get 2 more runs, 3 total on 4 hits. They do have 2 errors still defensively. The Vikings coming in the bottom of the 4th. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Ball game's tied up. New game. We'll see you here after the break. All right, that brings us up to the leadoff man for MGM tonight. He is the number 9 hole hitter, number 11, Carlos Smith. Lalaberte still on the mound. First pitch fouled off for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch from Lalaberte. Fastball low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Lalaberte on the windup. Whew, that's a tough one to take. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. Low. 3-1. Three balls, one strike. Smith's looking for one pitch for Laliberte, and that was not it. Smith's got some wheels there at shortstop. Brings up Gandy. Smith's got one stolen base tonight already. Gandy's got two. Gandy's officially 1 for 1 with a base on balls and a single, and drove in a run. So I would expect Smith to take off. He did not. It's a bunt foul. Straight back. Gandy, first pitch was a bunt down, looking to sacrifice and move Smith over. Smith's got a decent lead there. He's all the way to the cut at first base. I'd expect him to bolt here. He's in a bolt position. He doesn't. He gets a. Oh, you got to come up throwing there. You got him. 1-1 is the count. One ball, one strike. Laliberte on his motion. Ball's popped up in the air down their first base line. First baseman's going after left field or right field, and second base also giving chase, but none of them can get there in time. Just a long, loud strike two. Not really long, but fell out there in that triangle. Not the best time of night to be chasing foul or fly balls. It's still bright out. Need the sun to get down a little bit more for it to get darker for a better ceiling to look at. 1-2 is the count. Laliberte comes set, starts his motion. Curveball, called strike 3 for the first out. First time Gandy hasn't made it on base all night. That's going to bring up, I think they said Jacoby Moy, number 4, the left fielder, who is 0 for 2 tonight. He's got a strikeout and I believe a ground out. Line out is what it was. There goes the runner. Swing, no swing, ball high. It said he can't fake a tag. So they're discussing a fake tag at second base that made the runner slide. So they're going to give him. I don't understand why the head coach for MGM is in the umpire's huddle negotiating. They discussed a fake tag at second base, but it looks like it was gone uncalled. If they would have called that fake tag, it would have been considered obstruction by the shortstop, and they would have given him the next base. That's a swing and a miss, foul tip into the catcher's glove, and Smith taking a very good, generous lead at second base. I'd expect him to take third here at some point. He now has 2 stolen bases tonight. Got very good wheels. While Liberte's not long to the plate, he does pick his foot up a little bit more than just a regular slide step. 1-1's the count, and there he goes. Ball to the shortstop, thrown to first. That is a 6-3 put out for the second out of the inning. Smith does advance to third base, and that'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, Christian Gray, the pitcher, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Man on third base now. Alberti digs in, gets a sign, comes to the plate. Breaking ball, called strike. Best pitch in baseball, strike one. No balls, 1 strike. Alberti gets back in. The delivery for Gray. Another breaking ball. That one kind of got on the side of it. It stayed up and away, or up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. MGM looking to do some damage with the go-ahead run at third base, but there are 2 outs. Alberti deals the 1-1, swing and a miss on a fastball. One ball, 2 strikes here. One ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball drilled down the left field line, foul. Just allowed another foul ball, still strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was the 4th pitch of the at bat. Jumped on that breaking ball. Comes back with a high fastball. It should sneak by Christian Gray here. The 1-2 pitch. He pitched it to the shortstop, who catches it in the air for out number 3, ending the inning and freezing the runner at third base. Score going in the top of the 5th inning now is 3-3, and our stat line is 3 runs, 4 hits with 2 errors from Baker. And Mary G. Montgomery Vikings are 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Coming to the top of the 5th inning, you've got Golden leading off with Mizell and Smith coming up 2 and 3 in the inning. We'll be back right after this message. It looks like Mary G. Montgomery has went to a pitching change here. Gray is no longer on the mound. Number 20, I couldn't see the number. It looks like 29 or 27 or 23. 23 Chase is on the mound. Stepping to the plate for the Baker Hornets is number 20, the cleanup hitter, J.R. Golden. First pitch swinging strike. Golden ahead of the fastball. Dig back in. Ball low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1's the count. The 1-1's called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Golden calls time, is granted time, steps back in. Umpire puts the ball in play. It's 1-2. Seeing a little wrinkle in warm up. I'm guessing that's what's coming, and it is in the dirt. 2-2. Two and two's the count. Ball outside, gets by the catcher. Full count now on Golden. Three balls, 2 strikes. Outside, ball 4. That's going to bring up to the plate number 21, the third baseman, Zane Mizell. Mizell is 0 for 2 tonight with 1 strikeout. I believe the other is a fielder's choice. Golden's got a short lead. Pitch is low and outside. Coach Williams asks for Zane's attention. He gives signs there for Golden and Mizell to pay attention to. Chase comes set. Golden does not take off. Ball's hitting the right field. And right fielder hauls that in well. Golden did not have a very good running there. He should have froze, found the ball, and then retreated. But 1 out. One out now. Coming up to plate number 25, Carter Smith, the catcher. Smith is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Golden's got a modest lead, not very big. He's tall, so and there he goes on a steal. He's down to second on a stolen base. The baby giraffe got second base on the steal there. Got a good jump, and a pitch that was a little bit outside caused the catcher to slide. So it wasn't the best throwdown type of pitch, but they threw down and he was safe. 1 ball. Now 1 ball and 1 strike on a foul tip to the backstop. There's 1 out. Man is in score. The go-ahead run in scoring position is Golden. Second base now decided to start holding him on. Old Wheels McGee out there at second. Pitch is called strike on the outside corner. Great job by the catcher there on the frame. There is 1 out. 1 ball. 2 strikes. Chase comes set. Checks the runner at second twice and comes with the pitch. Carter Smith hits the ball behind the runner. Smith fields it at second base. First baseman comes off and gets it. It's Gray now at first base. McLaughlin has moved to third. And the fielder's choice, or not a fielder's choice, that's just a ground out there for Smith. 6-3 is the second out of the inning. It does advance Golden to third base since the ball was behind him. Now coming to the plate is number 22, Aiden Jackson. He's over 2 today. First pitch called strike. Jackson struck out once and popped up once. No balls, 1 strike. Chase on the delivery outside. Ball 1. Top of the 5th. Scores tied up 3-3. The 1-1. Ooh. Catcher did a great job catching that ball. Calling it strike 3. Two-seamer kind of dropping anyway, and the catcher's glove finished it off there. 1-2. Swing and a miss. They're going to throw down and drop third strike. 2-3 put out. Golden came home on the throw, but Jackson couldn't beat it out. At the end of the top of the 5th, it's still 3-3. Going in the bottom of the 5th, you've got, I believe we're at the DH, Allen, McCrory, and Drame coming up next. We'll be back after this message. All right, Gabe Allen. Gabe, I'm not sure which one it is, Gage or Gabe, just a difference in a B or G there. The DH is stepping up to the plate now. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a single. And Lala Berte's still on the mound. Curveball should have been strike 1, but it's a ball 1. Not sure where that one missed. I might have blinked though, I guess. 1 ball, no strike for Lala Berte. Ball outside, high. Count is now 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Lala Berte in the windup starts his motion. 2-0 is a called strike to Allen. Allen didn't like it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Umpire is controlling the game tonight. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lala Berte on his motion. Called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Laliberte. That is his 8th strikeout tonight through 4 1/3 innings. Stepping to the plate now is the catcher, Braden McCrory, who is 2-1 tonight with a single. First pitch to McCrory is hit hard in the 5-hole. Mizell no play. Horton no play. Single for McCrory. It's his 2nd hit of the night. That should bring up a courtesy runner for the catcher. 1 out. Bring in number 3 for the courtesy runner. 1 out. That's going to bring up the bat, though. Alex Drame. Drine. I think they're pronouncing without 2 syllables, just 1, but drain is what they're saying. So, first pitch called strike. Drain is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts tonight. Laliberte checks the runner at first. Comes set. The 0-1 delivery. Ball low. One ball, 1 strike. Laliberte's got a sign and checks the runner at first, the courtesy runner. And the delivery is a breaking ball for a called strike. 1-2. Drain ducking it, but it's down the middle, just confusing him a little bit. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners got a one-way lead. Laliberte got on the side of that one, not on top, and it did not break back down to even the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Laliberte gets a sign, checks the runner at first. He's got a short lead, the 2-2, and the runner's off. Swing and a miss, throw down is not in time. So we do get a stolen base, but we do get the 2nd out. First pitch to Bearden, number 19 from Laliberte, is a ball in, nearly clipping Bearden in the shoulder. One 0. Fouled it off to the backstop. 1-1 is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here. Man on second base is the courtesy runner for the catcher Bearden. Laliberte toes the rubber from the stretch and comes set. He's checking out the courtesy runner there at second. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the delivery swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3 to end the 5th. Stranding a runner at second base. Laliberte finishes 5 innings. 7 hits given up, 3 runs, of which only 2 are earned, 2 walks, and 10 Ks here through 5. Thrown 96 pitches, 62 of them for strikes. Moving into the top of the 6th inning, we have the left fielder Amick, followed by the second baseman Zoltek. Going back to the top of the order, Yadiel Oriano, the 3-hole hitter for this half. We'll take a break and be back right after this message. All right, like I said, coming to the plate now is number 0, the left fielder, Gabe Amick. Amick digs in. He is tonight 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, and he hits a ball into shallow left field, or deep left field. And looks like the left fielder was able to corral it. It went deep into left field. I said shallow, and then I lost sight of the left fielder. Good ride there by Amick, nearly getting a probably triple out of that if he'd have got it by him. But the left fielder, Moy, ran it down here. That brings up Zoltek, who's got no plate appearances tonight. Been hit by a pitch and is taking a base on balls, and the first pitch he sees is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Ball 2. Low and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss on the 2-0 pitch. 2-1 now. Two one, high and tight. Ball 3. I will admit I peed myself on that ball right back at me. Counts now full, 3-2. I feel ashamed to ever catch in the great game of baseball. Zoltek hits the ball up to right field, and the first baseman doesn't go for it. Second and first base fight over it, and neither one. Second and right field fight over it. Neither one can haul it in to drop in to get him on base. But it should be hit the left fielder right in the glove, and he dropped it. So should be a reach on error. Still got 1 out. Right fielder throws it in and hits our runner in the back. But had no play there at first base, and first baseman wasn't home, and Zoltek caught it in the back. That's going to bring up Yadiel Oriano, who's 1 for 2 today with an inside the park 2-run home run. Yadi hit the ball in the air. Zoltek hits the ball sky high. I'm sorry, Yadiel hits the ball sky high and Zoltek was at second base and didn't know where the ball was. It works out as the ball drops in for an untouched single, I guess. That's a single. No one camped, no one touched, no one caught. So, man on first and second now here. Zoltek at second and Yachty at first brings up number 8 hitter Caden Horton, KK. One out now, man on first and second. Third baseman playing up a little bit on the cut. Horton hits the ball over the first baseman's head. Calls it foul, I guess. Didn't really have a call. 0-1 foul ball. Horton almost got that in play. Was asking for time, but didn't get it. Now he's squared around a bunt. First baseman's charging. Pulls it back, fouls it off. All right, KK is 2 for 3 tonight with a strikeout. Single in the 4-hole, single to the shortstop infield hit. Had no play at first. So 0-2 is a curveball that stays outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Horton digs back in. The bunt's out, but got very good bat control here. 1-2. Ball high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes to Horton. Ball hit the first base. He goes to second. He's got no play back at first. So force out of second base, throw to third, who throws home. And catcher blocking the plate without the ball, but still not in obstruction. So called out at home plate to end the inning. After the catcher obstructed home plate and didn't let the runner get the plate, we're going into the bottom of the sixth inning. Bringing up the bat, the now third baseman, McLaughlin. First pitch called ball. One ball, no strikes here. Change of pitchers on the mound is Zane Mizell now. Low, ball two. In between games. 2 balls, no strikes here for Mizell. Ball three. There's a called strike one. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three and one is the count. Ball four. Ball gets away from Carter Smith, but McLaughlin's not exactly fleet of foot. This should be a substitute here at first base for the third baseman, bringing up Carlos Smith, who's 1 for 1 with a base on balls and a single. I would expect McLaughlin to re-enter if we go to the top of the 7th. No outs. The man is on first. Laliberte is up to take the bunt away. Mizell would cover first base on the bunt. No bunt. Ball low. I believe we are right close to time limit. 4:30 start. It's 6:27. So, ooh, good pick by Mizell. Good tag by Golden. They say the runner got back in time. 1-0 is the count here to Smith. Ball is hitting the left field. It's fair, and it's to the wall. Amick gets it, and he's coming home. The runner's scoring, and the ball gets away. That's going to plate a run. It might be ball game. Coming up now is the top of the order, Gandy. Smith ended up at third after the bobble out there on the cut. Breaking ball in the dirt. Carter Smith blocks. Holds the runner at third. One 0 to Gandy. Ball high. Seven innings. Okay. All right. The 2 Well, O is a strike, swinging strike, 2-1. So I just understood that there is no time limit on this game. It is an area game. The first game is the only one that counts. So 2-1, swing and a miss, 2-2. So the Vikings have gone up. They will play 7. Insurance runs at third base. It should be 4-4. Baker should still be batting, and that run shouldn't have scored so far. There's the ball through the legs of the catcher. Carlos Smith scores from third on the pass ball. And full count now with no runners on base to the leadoff man. Three balls, 2 strikes. Ball popped up to the left side. Horton is camped under it. There's out 1. Gandy grounding second base. It's going to bring up the 2-hole hitter, number 4, the left fielder, Jacoby Moy. Scores 5-3 Vikings. First pitch is a ball in the dirt, blocked by Smith. Moy's 0 for 3 tonight. 1-1 is the count now. Moy is 0 for 3 tonight and struck out once and put 2 balls in play. Swing and a miss for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Mizell on the delivery. Curveball, swing and miss, strike 3 for out number 2. Huh? Okay, I stand corrected. There will not be a 7th inning, and MGM played a 2-hour game here, and with the assistance of the umpires a little bit there, have won game 1. So we will be back to start game 2 here in 20 minutes or so.